Coming up, our Hoka Hey Challenge update with Chris Story.
Hey, Hoka Hey.
Chris Story here with Story Real Estate, the Hoka Hey Update Command Post. Today's Hoka Hey Motorcycle Challenge update brought to you in part by Rhonda Johnson with Alaska USA. Rhonda's a mortgage planning expert dedicated to making your American dream a reality at rhondajohnson.net. Lower Peninsula Power Sports. Get your knees in the breeze with a brand new Yamaha motorcycle. Check out the full line at Lower Peninsula Power Sports showroom just out East End Road. And Latitude 59, serving high-octane Kaladi Brothers gourmet coffee made just the way you like it. Plus, gourmet nosh. Have a change of attitude at Latitude. Hoka Hey riders are starting to show up here in Homer, Alaska. I spoke with Mike Armstrong this morning with the Homer News. He has been at the finish line and has this to report. Do you have any new update or information on Hoka Hey challengers that have come to Homer and crossed the finish line?
Well, I talked to two yesterday, which would have been Fifth and Sixth, and I know there have been some more in, but I don't know who yet. So I have information on Fifth and Sixth.
Now, the 5th and 6th, so in other words, as of yesterday, Tuesday, the 29th, you're saying you talked to number 5 and 6 who've crossed the finish line. What was their story? Who are they and where are they from?
There are two guys. So we had, there was a fourth person who I think I now know is Mark Story, great, last name, and he's from Australia. I don't know what time he arrived, but it's sometime early Tuesday morning on the 29th. So he was the fourth one in, but I don't have any more on him. The fifth person was a Mike McGuire, and he's actually a Harley owner and owns a Harley dealership in Walnut Creek, California. He came in at 11:39 a.m. Tuesday morning, and interesting guy. Looked a little groggy, and definitely could use a good night's sleep. All of these guys can.
Oh, yeah.
Number 6 that came in about an hour after him at 12:38 p.m. on 29th is a real great guy, Jack Beasley of Delray Beach, Florida. He was actually riding a surplus Orlando Police Department Harley's Police Special motorcycle.
No kidding.
It said police on the engine there. Didn't have any lights or any of that fancy stuff, but
right.
It had that sort of conservative looking bumpers and suspenders and stuff. And his wife Crystal was actually there with a banner to greet him.
Oh, nice.
Had a hug from his wife. And she said, "These guys are definitely winners in my book. They've come a long way." That was a great quote from her on the finish line.
Yeah, you bet.
And Jack said he said he almost hit a moose coming out of Portage, and he says actually there's a moose out there with tire tracks on its rear. So if anybody sees a moose with tire tracks on its rear,
it's his.
It's his.
Yeah, come hunting season, that's mine.
Yeah, right. So and then Mike McGuire said he was pretty scary at one point. He was riding through the desert, or the nice flat mountain country in Wyoming, and there was a thunderstorm, lightning storm that rolled in, and he's riding along realizing, I'm the tallest thing on this road. So he said that was a little
and metal.
yeah, and metal. Yeah, lots of metal there.
I really regretted the German army helmet at that point.
Yeah, right. So those are the two I saw yesterday, and they seem to be trickling in. I checked by on my way home from work Tuesday evening, and there were some families there, friends waiting for riders to come in, and they've heard. Well, they are to Fairbanks, or they cross the border, or they're somewhere between Tok and Homer, and so people are coming in, and there are people waiting for them, and the other thing I'm seeing is a lot of long distance riders who aren't in the Hoka Hey, just traveling up here for an adventure.
As of Tuesday, day 10, Alex Sweeney of Homer, Alaska, arrived Fort St. John at 11 p.m. Alaska time. He had ridden 754 miles yesterday and has thus far logged 7,180 miles total. He pitched his tent and found it was still soaking wet from the thunder and rainstorm from the night before. He had rolled it up wet yesterday, and of course, it's still wet now. He said he was tempted to get a hotel room, but he's determined to stick out the no hotel rule and finish the route as published. Todd Cook is nearing the Fairbanks checkpoint and will be appearing live on Radio Realty with me today at 12:30 on KPEN 102 FM. Set your dial to KPEN and hear Todd Cook live from the Hoka Hey Trail. I caught up with Jesus this morning in Fort Nelson.
Hello.
Hello, Jesus. Chris Story. How you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Where are you?
I'm just getting ready to leave Fort Nelson area here.
All right. Now, you were expecting thunderstorms. Did you see them, or was the weather good?
It was good weather.
Good weather. Nice.
So we had that.
You're going to hook up with Alex Sweeney then and head on into Fairbanks.
Yeah, I stopped at Liard Hot Springs, and at this point, for me, it's a pleasure trip.
Yeah.
As much as I can make it.
Right, you bet. Well, are you enjoying the scenery? Having said that, I mean, essentially, you don't feel like you're in the money, and but you're enjoying the scenery and enjoying the personal challenge.
Oh yeah. I love it up here. Can't wait to get into the Yukon and the beautiful scenery. Destruction Bay. Of course, stop at this hot springs.
Yeah, a lot of beautiful country ahead of you too. A lot of nice things to look at. All right, take it easy. Ride safe.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Bye. Want to be a part of the action? Well, get out to the Kevin Bell Ice Arena and become part of the greeting committee. How nice would it be to cross the line after 8,000 plus grueling miles to see the smiling faces of the local community with a welcome embrace? Bring your cooler and a grill. This is a historical event that you can be an eyewitness to. Also, you can get your tickets for the Hoka Hey celebration at Stone Step Lake on July 4th by going to inticketing.com. That's ticketing.com and type in Hoka Hey. This will be the event of the year, and there are discounts for, of course, riders and the Homer area residents at inticketing.com. Today's Hoka Hey update fueled by Petro Marine Services and Petro Express. From your boat, home, motorhome, or hog, top the tank at Petro Express. Boardwalk Fish and Chips, the home of the original halibut on a stick, now offering a Hoka Hey challenge of their own. You might get a free meal and t-shirt. Grab a juicy Boardwalk burger today on the Homer Spit and the historic Salty Dog Saloon. At the end of the road and the end of the Hoka Hey Trail, stop into the Salty Dog Saloon or order your salty gear today at saltydogsaloon.com. Catch Radio Realty today at 12:30 on KPEN. Till then, I'm Chris Story saying so long and ride on.